Man, I'm telling you, every time I turn on the news, I hear about another brother getting shot by the police. Who's to blame? What's the reason? A lot of time, sometimes it's clear, sometimes it's not. And I know a lot of people already feel a certain type of way about these incidents, and a lot of people already have a lot of views about these situations, but y'all know CMO Views always going to put a different perspective on it, and I want y'all to see things a little bit differently. And I'm going to make this message for black men who look just like me. A lot of times who become victims to, events like this. Again, I'm not going to say who's right or wrong, but I'm going to teach y'all a lesson what my grandmother taught me. What my grandmother taught me, and why I hope none of these situations, I hope that I'm never a victim of any of these situations, because what my grandmother taught me, whenever I got in problem and got in trouble, she always asked me, what can you have done differently to change that whole situation for yourself? If I got locked up, if I got arrested when I was younger, police officer could have did this, could have did that, didn't have the right to do this and that. My grandmother always asked me, what can I have done differently to change the situation for myself? Sometimes when I got suspended from high school, oh, my teacher was doing this to me, grandma, or somebody behind me did this and do this to that and this and that. My grandmother say she understand all of that, but she would never let me leave the bar until I told her what I could have done differently to change the situation for myself. That was a tough lesson to learn, and I'm glad that she instilled that into me, and I use that today. So when I look on the TV and I see tragic events unfolding, people getting shot by the police, I wish a lot of you all learned what my grandmother told me. What could you have done differently to change the situation for yourself? Because, you want to sit there and argue what your rights are, what you got the right to do, what you don't have the right to do. You know what I'm saying? In the end, your ass dead, he's still alive. If grandma can wake your ass up, she will ask your dead ass, what can you have done differently? And I mean that with all respect. What can you have done differently to change the situation for yourself? Because a lot of times I watch these videos and I see things that you could have done differently to change the situation for yourself where you didn't end up dead. If you feel like that you're getting violated with your constitutional rights, or somebody's doing something towards you, y'all do realize they are recording. That's why it's a lot of body cam on them before you even see yourself getting shot. If somebody's violating you constitutionally, there's a lot of money, even for black people. If you have civil rights, if someone violates your civil rights, even violates you civilly, you can sue police departments, you can sue anybody, who's violating you civilly. So I was always taught, if I want to live, comply, then complain. Everything's being recorded right then and there. You don't have to act a fool right then and there, especially if you want to win, especially if you want to change the situation for yourself. So again, I'm tired of seeing this type of shit on TV. I'm not going to point fingers of who's to blame and what's to blame, but I would ask in the future for other black men to learn the lesson that my grandmother taught me. What can you do differently to change the situation for yourself so you don't end up a statistic on the TV? And I mean this from the bottom of my heart. I love y'all. I don't take no sides, and I don't justify nothing that goes on. But I want y'all to survive out here. I want y'all to hold y'all chests up and don't glorify, being a killer all the time. Don't glorify being a thug all the time. Don't glorify being a ganger, a trapper. If you glorify yourself as that all the time, or I ain't gonna say us as a people, because it's not us as a people, but as black men, it seems like, the image that we're most proud to be, because I don't see a lot of people making songs or glorifying. I can blame that on the music. There's a whole lot of shit about that, but we have to present ourselves a little bit better so people can look at us like we're men. Like we're men. We can't expect, you know what I'm saying, somebody else to look at us like we men if we don't treat each other like men. But again, always ask yourself, what can you do to change the situation for yourself? I love you. I'm Seymour Views. Enough is enough is enough. I'm tired of seeing you brothers on the news, man. Change the situation for yourself, man. Comply and then complain. May God be with you. Live to see another day.